No double team, playing him straight up.
Whistle and a foul.
Oh, they're going to give him the basket. I thought he took another dribble here.
Too. Ewing now with 3 personal fouls.
Take a look at this play. He's going to come into the middle, and there's the foul, and then he takes the extra dribble. That's why you should always continue to play, and that's why you see NBA players grab guys and not let them get the shot off. For Shaq, it's a little superstar treatment right there, a little preferential treatment. You know what? He deserves it.
Yeah, hey, you know, he's paid his dues.
Unless he just got it going and you want to get him the shot.
We talked about how Derek Harper schooled Anthony Hardaway in game number 1 between the two teams, and that was a real turnaround for Anthony Hardaway. The players and the coaching staff got on Hardaway. It was O'Neal now with 22, and ever since then, Hardaway's been playing defense and offense.
Shaquille substitution, just play. If you foul out, I'll substitute.
O'Neal over Ewing with sheer power.
Do we realize
by 81-56 count? We just had a flagrant foul 1 called on Derek Harper. Hardaway made them both, and Shaquille O'Neal just dips and doodles underneath. Orlando has done just about everything right, including posting up that man, Anthony Hardaway, who this time can't get it to drop, but he gets his own rebound and putback.
This kid is dynamite. He has
4 games in 5 nights. December, on the other hand, for the Orlando Magic, a very brutal month. Oh, my! Tear the rim down the boss. Oh, start calling him Tony Danza.
I thought he was too far away from the basket to dunk this ball. He just extended.
Here's the dunk, though, by Hardaway. Watch this, folks. This is the spin move, first of all, by Shaquille.
Now look how far he is away from the basket. He's going away, and he reaches in and dunks the ball. And let's say, can you top that? And Anthony Hardaway says, yes, I can. Patrick Ewing back on the break. Shaquille is trailing, and Ewing goes up, and Hardaway with the vicious slam dunk.
In this game.
The Knicks gave up 91 points a game last year. With that jump hook, Shaquille's going to make it 90 with 3:30 to go. In the third, let's see this jump hook you got, Tree. I saw that about 17 years ago.
There's the outside shot by Hardaway. It's a 3, his 3rd 3 of the ball game. I was going to say, Tree told us today, don't call me. Doc Rivers looking for his first points of the year, doesn't get him.
Look at that. Are you serious?
Goodness gracious. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
That was a Magic Johnson play there. I mean, are you kidding me? Penny, I've seen it all.
I got a feeling we're going to replay this. Watch this again, folks.
I wish you could see me because I'm bowing on this play. Look at this play. Throws it ahead to Anthony Bowie. The ball's going out of bounds, and he saves it point blank right on the numbers. What a great play.
And I just looked at Brian Hill. He looked at Anthony Hardaway, and he said, that was just like magic.
Is that what he said?
He said that was just like magic.
That's what it reminded me of. What I was thinking of, what a great coaching that was on Brian Hill, how they've worked to develop that in Anthony Hardaway.
I tell you, the dunk in that is just unbelievable tonight. Shaquille with his hook, and he keeps rolling.
I want to tell you what, you know, this Magic team is incredible too.
There's the numbers on Shaquille tonight. Came out, and a line of Kenner toys for those of you looking for that special Christmas present this year.
Say, I'd never really heard Shaq's CD before, but I was riding around with my son in the car the other day, and he popped in the CD and the song about his father and all. Man, that really touched me. I had a terrific career at Oklahoma State.
Past the finals along with you. Anthony Hardaway hits the...
And Dennis Scott also. We have not seen Dennis Scott.
Dennis Scott just activated the other night as Penny Hardaway will sit down. What a night for Hardaway.
Anthony Hardaway, if this young man stays healthy, what these fans are in for down here for about the next 8 to 10 years, the excitement that he's going to bring.
That man right there. Anthony Hardaway, our Bud Light player of the game. 33 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds. We'll be talking to Anthony Hardaway in just a minute. We'll be back with more from the arena in Orlando in a moment.
Tremendous play tonight, and just marvel at what an all-round player you've become. I mean, shooting, passing, and maybe you can talk about this dunk here over Patrick Ewing.
Well, I didn't think Patrick was going to jump. I thought that he was going to try to get the ball from Shaquille, and then I just jumped, and he jumped and posted.
Can you talk about how much fun you have playing this game? You know, the one thing that I look at your Orlando team is you have guys who love to play basketball. Is that fair to say?
Definitely. I think with the addition of Horace and Brian, they brought this attitude to us that winning is everything. I mean, we can't go out there and be lackadaisical against anybody. And we not only play the Knicks and the Rockets hard, we played the Sacramento Kings, you know, and all those guys hard. Unlike last year, we played the Knicks very hard, and then we go in the game and be very lackadaisical against a team that we didn't think that was over 500. So, you know, this year we're having a lot of fun. We're playing defense, and that's what started it off.
Penny, is it too much to expect that you guys could possibly win a championship this year? Is that too much to ask of you guys?
I don't think it's too much to ask, but we still have a lot of work to do. You know, we're playing great right now. You know, it's still early, and, you know, we know tonight, you know, we beat a great team in the Knicks. You know, that's one of the teams that you have to go through to get to that championship. And, you know, we know they're going to be there at the end. You know, we still haven't played Cleveland. We haven't played Indiana, Chicago. We play Atlanta tomorrow, so we really can't, you know, get as happy as we want to get until the end of the season is here.
Talk about this pass, exactly what you were thinking when the ball was going out of bounds. Did you see Anthony Bouya hit?
Yeah, I saw him the first time. I thought Shaquille was going to hit him, so as soon as I got my hand on it, I just tried to throw it to him.
All right, Anthony Hardaway, a tremendous game tonight, and you gave everybody across America a real sense of what this Orlando Magic team is about and what you're about.
This is a great basketball player right here, a basketball player.
All right, Anthony Hardaway, congratulations as the Orlando Magic winner by 25.
Department is still Shaquille O'Neal. Shaq is making a new commercial with two other superstars, Dallas Cowboy running back Emmitt Smith and Chicago White Sox slugger Frank Thomas.
Well, this commercial's called Under the Stars.
Yo, MC.
Can't really tell you the concept because then I'll have to beat you up.
Yo, MC.
It's featuring Emmitt Smith, my main man Frank Thomas, and myself.
Can't really say I actually met him, but I've seen him play, and today will probably be the first time I actually meet him. I'm his bodyguard, so like he really needs him.
Him and the man and all, but if he hit the sideline, I have to let him know something. Big arm, I'm on the side.
So Shaq be driving from back here. He sits back here. This is where his butt sit at. Go, and swing.
Main man Frank Thomas, I struck him out early. He mad at me now. I gave him my Nolan Ryan curve. I looked at him. He saw the intimidation in the eyes. Then I put that knee up and then wow, and just followed through like it's all back here in the legs. You gotta follow through with it.
That was fun working with Shaq. Like I said, he's a guy I wanted to meet. We've crossed paths a few times, but we really haven't had a chance to meet.
I feel like a kid.
The funniest line is there when Emmitt pointed at the back seat and said, "This is where his butt sits." Shaq is a busy man these days. Besides leading the league in scoring, he's got the commercial, his new rap CD, plus his new video game where he uses karate moves to foil the villains.
Last night, Shaq was up against his rival Patrick Ewing as the Magic hosted the Knicks. Here's a look at that and the rest of the action around the league.
Hey, the Knicks were looking for a little respect in Orlando, but Penny said, not my house. He can vie with Shaq for 71 points to lead the Magic to their 9th straight win.
Oh, my! Tear the rim down the ball.
He was trying to stop it. Early first, Mookie to Augman. Fouled and the lucky roll. Then Mookie to Augman again, and there would be no roll on that play. Hawks by 3 in the first. In the second, Shaw to Penny. Usually Penny's making those passes. This time he receives, and then Shaq. I do not believe John Koncak is the man to stop Shaq there. Magic down 9 at the break, but they would outscore the Hawks by 18 in the third. Hardaway with the crossover. That's usually the other Hardaway, faking out Elo. 26 points for Penny. Hawks in the fourth, though. Blaylock to Grant Long. Got to get out of the way. Coming down to the wire, Nick Anderson throwing up the prayer. Does not go, and the Hawks hang on to win it by 2. Orlando's 9-game win streak comes to an end. Mookie and Elo each score 16 for the Hawks, who shot 54% from the field, 27 for Shaq, 26 for Penny.
Thanks for the Cavs tonight. Brian Hill's guys have won 9 of their last 10 coming in, and big block by Shaq, and Penny Hardaway will sail in for 2 of his 20.
Quarter, Anthony Hardaway shakes Mark Price, goes in for the big old slam. Penny had 10 in the first quarter. The Magic with a franchise record, 42 points in the stands. The second quarter, Magic running circles around the Cavs. Great passing underneath. Shaq winds up with it and thumps it. And boy, Mike Fratello's feeling a long night coming on. Still in the second. Shaq, nice feed inside to Penny Hardaway.
The Orlando Magic and the Cavaliers, Mark Price
That would be his only refreshments tonight. Ho Grant, Nick Anderson to Penny. Penny misses. Grant there for the tip-in. Final seconds, first quarter. Penny, the pull-up jumper, and good. And there's the Czar looking dapper tonight. His team was not. More quick passing. Anderson to Grant, to Royal, to Shaq for the jam over Danny Ferry. 26 for Shaq, and another ho-hum night for him. The D on Chris Mills. Anderson comes up with it to Penny for the dunk. He had 20, another ho-hum night for the Penny Arcade. And then Anderson steps in front of the Danny Ferry, offering Anthony Avent back to Anderson. And let's see Mike Fratello one more time. More Shaq inside, the alley-oop from Anthony Bowie, and say goodnight from the Gund Arena. The Magic came in grumpy because they tried to turn into the arena when they arrived, but police said there's a traffic jam. You got to walk 2 blocks. They were grumpy. 114-97, the final.
Down in Orlando, Terrell Brandon has his pocket picked by Perry, who goes in all alone for the slam dunk. Penny Hardaway does, the Magic by 7. Then Hot Rod Williams sizes up Anthony Avent, shoots the J right over him. Cavs by 2. Brian Shaw, watch him here as he feeds the big fella. Shaq has been on a tear all season. Nobody can stop this guy. He's huge. Now Magic on a 10-0 run. Shaw again gets the loose rock to the Shaq. Big 2.
The czar of the Tellus Frank orchestrator, Chris Mills, watches it clank away as is Terrell Brandon. And Mike's going off, suit up for the second half. Magic started strong. Anderson, Penny, Shaq, hoop, and some injury. Magic up 8-4. While the Cavs are shooting 39%, it's Nick Anderson from way downtown. Bang. 16 straight threes for Orlando. For the Cavs, you're in trouble. Who are you going to call? Danny Ferry for 3. Cavs down by 1 at the half, 40-39. It was an 8-0 run. Second half, though, back to what we saw before. Nothing but iron. Mills, though, hits the jumper. And the Magic, though, finally knocked him away. Shaq the slam. And the czar of the cufflinks goes down and sees his team score just 75 points on just 39% shooting. 12 of 13 for the Magic as they sweep the home and home from Cleveland by a total of 32 points. Shaq combines for 59, Anderson 43 in the 2 games, so they're 13-3 overall. They lead the league in points, 5 more games than Phoenix. They lead in field goal percentage. They're just behind the Mavs for rebounds. They're 8th in fewest turnovers, which is not the best, but with that Harlem Globetrotter-style passing, tain't bad.
And Baby Jordan meet a former Jordan teammate with the rejection as Horace Grant on Harold Miner. Great ball movement. Penny to Royal to Shaq. The jam. Magic leading 21-8, and Kevin Lockery, it would get worse. Just have a seat and watch. Horace Grant rejecting Glenn Rice, and watch him get out on the break. Penny Hardaway, the great one-handed pass to Grant for the dunk. Magic up 15, and it got even worse. Second quarter, Anthony Bowie grazes the iron, and watch Shaq. The monster dunk. It's 42-22 Orlando, and capping it off, why not? Penny, for your thoughts. 5 3-pointers in the game. He had 24 in the night. This was
Magic pulling tricks all night. Penny upstairs to Shaq Diesel. He had 25. Beautiful passing Orlando. Penny, Grant, Donald Royal with the easy 2. Time running out first quarter. Penny straight away. 40-20. Magic after 1. Brian Hill got to be pleased. Then Donald Royal. He took the loose ball. Oh, Grant. And what about Nick Anderson? A little jump hook. Kevin Lockery couldn't believe it. Orlando wins easily. Penny scores 24 with 12 assists and 5 3-pointers. $1 million investment in Penny is already paying huge dividends, scoring 7 more points a game than last season and putting up bird-like shooting percentages. Brett.
For the Hawks with Shaq and his Magic act, the Shaq Show. Gets fouled hard, but still gets the roll for the basket. That kind of night. Magic by 3 after 1. In the second, Shaq again gets blocked by Steve Smith, but gets the ball back and slams. Coach Brian Hill likes that. Magic by 8. But the Hawks hung in there. Mookie Blaylock airs it out and hits the 3-pointer. 52-48 Orlando at the half. But in the third, it was all Orlando and Shaquille O'Neal. Penny to Donald Royal over to Shaq for the jam. Shaq 16 points in that third quarter alone. Then off the turnover, Penny Hardaway all the way in for the slam. And Shaq and company having fun. In
18 rebounds here. He has to go get this one. And on the hoop, he is fouled. It's tough to stay with a big guy. Shaq also sharing here. 4 assists. There was Nick underneath. He had 19. Shaq had 15 points in the third quarter. That's when Orlando blew it open. So with 13 wins in their last 14 games, they have the league's best record. Anthony Hardaway, 22 points in 42 minutes.
Sylvester Stallone. It's Rocky. Man, he's really short in person. Anyway, the first half. Tell the story in this one. The Magic came out running Nick Anderson, Donnie Royal, Penny Hardaway jam. Still in the first. Brian Shaw, lob ahead to Shaq. Look at him catch it, change it, sit down, and then give him a look. Now, it was not all dunks for Orlando. Shaq's buddy, Dennis Scott, came off the bench to drill a couple of bombs like this one. Scott rounding back into shape. But the Magic had it going best when they jammed. Shaw to Donnie Royal. The Dragon is laid out. He's exhausted. He can't take it. There you see the final score. Look at that whopper. 120-96. Orlando wins it big. O'Neal with 24. But it was a great team effort as far as scoring is concerned. Too bad the Magic Kingdom nickname is already gone, though. That would be a great name for the arena. The Magic has won all of its home games this season and 13 straight overall. Their overall record of 16-4 is the best in the game.
O'Neal may lead the league in scoring, but he does not rank among the top 10 in rebounds or blocked shots. Dikembe Mutombo does. The Nuggets center averages 4 blocks a game, best in the league. He's just a tenth of a rebound behind leader David Robinson with 13 rebounds a game. The backdrop for Denver's visit to Orlando, Shaq averaging just over 30. Mutombo in foul trouble early, and I think he fouled Nick Anderson. Mutombo now on the bench. Donald Royal to Shaq, and it's an easy 2. Royal passing this time to Hardaway with a two-handed stuff. Still, Dikembe sitting, so Brian Shaw, the pass underneath to Shaquille, had 24 points. Took a breather, and then even when Dikembe was back in there, Shaq backs him in with a nice little hook. Shaq, 8 rebounds. He was the specialist. Magic up 67-46. This was no cliffhanger. Another easy 2 for O'Neal, and then on the break, Brian Shaw to Shaq. Nice touch pass to Anthony Bowie. Mutombo, by the way, 25 minutes, just 4 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 assist. Orlando stays unbeaten at home. 4 reserves scoring in double figures. Well, coached Magic. Now he's trying to coach his team past the Magic. The team isn't Orlando's biggest attraction, but it could be the NBA's. With the money that Riley commands for off-season speaking engagements, you could buy a house in Malibu. So when he talks, people listen, and we break down.
That's the disturbing part of it. You know, they're not only a gifted team, but they played, you know, much, much harder than we did.
This is not the news the NBA wanted to hear. In rising to their franchise best, an NBA-leading 16-4 start, the Magic have made it clear to the NBA that they are for real. Undefeated at home, they lead the league in points, field goal percentage, one of only 2 teams over 50%, and in margin of victory. They have played unselfishly, always finding the open man, whether it's on the break or on a double team in a half-court set. Shaq has been as dominant as ever among the league leaders in 4 major categories and walking away with the NBA Player of the Month award in November. Yes, he can still dunk, as he showed the Nuggets tonight. His ability to run the floor, along with his tremendous hands, leave most opponents scowling. However, his first bucket of the season has foreshadowed his diversified offense. He has shown improved moves in the paint and has consistently nailed his turnaround jumper.
It's difficult for anybody to match up with Shaquille, but we have a compounded problem with their backcourt.
He's not alone. Penny Hardaway has continued his rapid rise into the NBA's elite, ranking in the top 10 in scoring and steals. His ability to post up smaller guards leaves most teams helpless.
With Hardaway at 6'8", and obviously Nick Anderson, they just pick out the smallest guard we have, and they work on him that way too. So, you know, it's like a double-barrel shotgun.
Nick Anderson has been surprisingly consistent this season. He averages almost 2 steals a game and has set a franchise record by hitting a 3 in his first 18 games of the season. The Magic have welcomed their 2 off-season additions, Brian Shaw and Horace Grant. Grant has been invaluable. Not only his 9+ rebounds a game, but defensively, he has taken much of the pressure off O'Neal. In the Rockets game, Grant actually guarded Akeem Olajuwon, giving Shaq some needed rest on the defensive end. Shaw has been equally as helpful to Hardaway, giving him room to roam when he takes the point while still contributing his excellent passing. Shaq has never won a playoff game, but Grant and Shaw sure have. They were acquired maybe for their postseason experience as well as their numbers. And if you take player assistant coach Tree Rollins out of the equation, Horace and Brian would represent 83% of the Magic's playoff experience.
This season, they've lost 4 games, 3 of them by only 2 points. They're being spearheaded by O'Neal. You can see the points and the rebounds. Hardaway has come into his own as the total all-around point guard. And then Grant has become their defensive stopper, a team leader, and then also an inspirational guy.
Well, Golden State's lost 12 of 13, 8 straight. They have their handful tonight as they take on the Orlando Magic. Will return to the Bay Area right after this.
Penny Hardaway out on the post-up.
Penny Hardaway uses his height to his advantage.
But, you know, you must get up.
Jack Stikesley on him. The right-handed baby hook finds the net.
Number 32,
You know, with a lot of effort in this first quarter, or they could have another New Jersey on their hands. Steal inside.
Number 32,
You cannot allow the big fella to catch the ball in the painted area. It's up down there. You're better off running him and then force them to make the perfect pass.
Hardaway has Freewell to beat. Little behind the back. Pass by Hardaway to Nick Anderson.
Yes. Oh, that was beautiful. Mainly because he caught that when he passed half-court run. He looked back, saw the trailer was behind him, never turned his head.
Here come the Magic. 3-on-1 if they hurry.
Nice.
To Hardaway. That's the way you play basketball.
Absolutely. Give and go. Get it up front to the player who's out ahead. Make the defense rotate, and then get it back. See, they're very quick. See, now just what? Now watch how he follows the trailer. Look at the top of your screen. There he is. Great eyes. Contact. Gatling called for the lob.
Clifford Rozier just got a lesson on how to play Shaquille O'Neal defensively to handle. He has struggled since the trade. Nice pass again. Hardaway to Donald Royal, the recipient.
We're seeing a complete package this year with Penny Hardaway.
Now here comes Hardaway. You got Royal on the left.
Are we seeing it tonight or what? Come on. He's made 3 sensational plays here in this first quarter. Once again, rewarding the trailer, rewarding the big man. And when we say big man, we mean the biggest man. The man. Catch him on his back and use eye contact, just like that. Clifford like that. Clifford. Now you see, Clifford, he can't stop that. He needs Timmy Hardaway to put more pressure on Hardaway now. Now watch, see, he didn't even look for the big fella. As he came across half court, he saw that he was trailing. He's got to close this gap and jam the passer, because once O'Neal turns, he sees and just makes the automatic pass. It's been going on. Now, you see, it's easy to pick out the pass. Timmy Hardaway must get up and show better defense. And now keep an eye on this transition. This is just a beautiful drop-off. Reward the big fella and keep him in the game.
Well, thanks.
But you stay with your philosophy. Okay, the philosophy here is to shoot the 3. And any time that a team is averaging 25% of their points in 3, they'll do that all the time.
Well, Anthony Hardaway, who's shooting 39% from the arc, gets his first 3 of the night. He has 7 in the game. Last shot should belong to now Orlando.
Now off his Freewell's foot.
To Hardaway at the buzzer. It counts. Big time. Last 16 seconds for the Orlando game.
You know, you come from a team where you're getting like 15 to 17. And then once again, see, that's scared them all night long. That's what I like. What San Francisco's doing, they're doing it Golden State. They're doing a great job. But come on, big fella, smooth it. You can't let me down now. We're going to be blowing smoke on you. You have to at least get up. Watch. Once again, they're laying off the passer. If you're going to lay off the passer, the big fella can run and spin and catch that lob all night long. Oh, Timmy Hardaway already has 12 assists.
That is Anthony Hardaway. Anthony with 13.
I'm telling you,
He gives it up to Shaw. Oh, my goodness. Shaw almost had a great pass to Hardaway. He lost the handle, but he still scored. He's the package.
Tonight is a sensational night. You know, on the slob. First of all, he couldn't put it down, so he catches it, regroups. Now watch, comes back in, up over his head, off the glass.
The offensive team. He was the youngest with that. Oh, hurt the rib, big fella.
Well, I think he's upset that he...
Love it. 7-point lead, now down to 5. And from there. Now Scott wanting the basketball. Gugliotta's going to pick him up. Hardaway takes it himself. He's fouled, and he makes the basket.
And 1. He rose here as he came down the line. He was wide open, taking it to the hole.
Rozier puts his left arm out, and just keep an eye on Rozier, who's playing the Shaq man right on the post there. Watch that arm come right out and catch him right in the chest.
Hardaway 2 for 2 from the stripe tonight. He remains perfect with 3 for 3.
He's struggling on the foul line. He's only 4 for 10 on the foul line. And then from the defensive standpoint, the area that he's kind of disappearing, he does not have a block shot.
Royal being guarded by Sprewell. Lobs it into Hardaway. Nice ball fake. Cycling went for it.
Oh, wait a second. Come on. You passed that off like that was easy to do.
I do
He catches it with one hand.
Want to get the monkey off your back right off on the right foot. O'Neal underneath. Strong move. Shaq.
Well, everyone wants an offensive foul in the building.
Pulls the trigger over Gugliotta. Doesn't get it. Shaquille the offensive rebound and makes Ronnie Cycling pay for it.
Check right now. They cannot have any drought. Good percentage shots because right now Orlando is making their move.
4-point advantage for Golden State. Hardaway makes it 2. 6 in the 20 to shoot for Orlando.
Oh, nice.
Oh, Latrell put a body on it.
It happens in the playground. Right? That only happens in the playground. He just walked right up in front of the rim and took that pass from out of bounds.
That's like nice ball fake. Scott doesn't get it to go. Shaquille, I'll get it to go.
That was a beautiful ball fake by Scott. Wide open. I thought he was going to bank that shot in. But then once again, this is in the first half. No offensive rebounds for Atlanta. Very few. But this is what you have to stop in this last quarter right here. When the big fella gets his due, he's going strong.
He really got whacked there, too.
Well, you've got to try to get him to miss the shot.
He's really frustrated right now. Hardaway. Stutter dribble.
Oh, yes. How about that? Not only a clear out, he clears out. They cut him off. 3 guys have him. He runs a stutter dribble, a hesitation, and then the explosion. Just watch this. Look at this. Now just watch how he just gives you the head fake, step through, up and in. Job in drafting and in an excellent job in free agency.
Oh, Shaquille. John Nelson wanted a hook. He thought Shaq may have hooked Cycling going around. And the lead is just 9. A lot of time left. This time. Send it down, big fella. And he gives us the scowl. But it's over. It is over. Gatling, nice defensive lock job right into the hands of Shaw.
Now, Neal, look out. Now they have Shaw and Hardaway together for this period of time. Their interior passing is outstanding. That was beautiful touch pass from Hardaway back to the big fella. Now just keep an eye on the big fella as he fakes coming in. Watch it drop step. Up, it's over.
It's over. The lead is 1. 1:05 left to play. Hardaway, the reverse. Oh, my goodness.
How about the extension? The broad jump across the lane and the extension on that shot. His 21st assist. Now keep an eye on this one. Now that is a great extension. And the turn, he was looking for the foul because he was scraped across the back.
Gatling, Cycling, Sprewell, Gugliotta, and Hardaway for Golden State.
We have 56 seconds to go, so, you know, there's no need that you need a 3 right now. You have plenty of time here.
Shaw for 3, well off the mark. Hardaway, what a play! Goes up again and he gets it.
Now that's a crime.
To be down and out midway through the 4th, but Don Nelson has got his troops right in this game. We're heading to 5 minutes of NBA basketball. We're tied at 121-121. 7.2 left. Magic by 1. These are big free throws for Anthony Hardaway, who's 3 of 5 tonight.
Now Orlando, they're up 1. Remember, Golden State still has 2 timeouts remaining. Even if he makes them both, you are only down 3.
They've already missed 6 in overtime. It is a 2-point game.
Golden State, you must block out now. You cannot allow Orlando, if he misses this shot, to get a piece of it.
He gets them both. Orlando overtime win is Shaquille O'Neal, 40 points, 18 rebounds, but 15 of 20. From the floor, 2 blocks. Shaquille O'Neal, our Budweiser player of the game this evening. 131-128 overtime win for Orlando is our Golden State. 131-128 in overtime. First of all, Penny, first thing you do when you sat down, you want to know how many turnovers you had. You have 38 points, but you're still worried about the turnovers.
Definitely. That's the big key in any basketball game is when you turn the ball over, you know, teams are going to get easy baskets. And I did a lot of that tonight, so hopefully I'll be better tomorrow night.
You know, in a game like this, Penny, you could have put them away, but you guys missed 6 foul shots in the overtime. Now, how frustrating is this for the team?
It's very frustrating because we work on it every day in practice and stay after practice, go before practice. I mean, we shoot free throws all the time, and it's a big disappointment in ourselves, you know, when we go up there and can't make free throws.
Well, I just want to change the subject a second. Horace Grant and Shaw, what do they mean?
They mean a lot. You know, they bring a defensive attitude to our team, and also Horace brings a winning attitude, you know. He's won 3 championships, and they can display, hey, here's my rings, you want to get one, you know, and that makes us want to play harder, you know, because we want to get there also. And they just bring so much to the team. Horace, you know, he helps out offensively because, you know, they can't double team Shaquille, and if they do, he'll make a little jump shot. And defensively, he plays so well, we don't have to double team a lot, so that's great.
One final question. Brian Hill said before the game that he thought this type of game is a coach's nightmare because you're coming into a team that's down. Are you glad to get this one out of the way as you head to Seattle tomorrow night?
Definitely. Glad to get the first one on the West Coast swing because that's very important. You know, if you lose tonight, then you go in tomorrow saying we're in a must-win situation, and you don't want to go 0 for 4, you know, on the West Coast. So you try to get the first one and then try to cruise from there.
Say an excellent game again tonight, Anthony.
Thanks a lot.
Good job. Anthony Hardaway of the Orlando Magic as they win in overtime. The final once again, 131-128.
Portland matchup provided us with a couple of clubs coming in from very different angles. You don't get to be 17-5 by losing very often. That's rather obvious. But when the Orlando Magic lose, they don't fool around. Shaq and company were blasted by 40 on Saturday in Seattle, while Sunday in Portland, it was the Blazers doing the blasting, a 24-point win over the Knicks. So how do the two respond, the whipper and the whippy, and do you get a free bowl of soup with that hat? Brian Hill decides to start Anthony Hardaway despite the sore hamstring. Rod Strickland would play him on defense. Penny using the height, post him up. Penny had 19 in the first half. Then Rod showing him some offense of his own. Gets Hardaway sleeping and converts on the reverse. Strickland at 12 at the break. Third quarter, the big man gets into it. From roof cam, Shaq the pretty fake and a jam home. Orlando led by 14 late in the third. PJ's got Excedrin written all over him. Magic running in the fourth. Horace Grant the jam. Horace at 20. Orlando up 10. Blazers come back. Clyde from 3. Got it. Portland down by 4. 1 minute left. Clyde at 26. But too much Penny off the Brian Shaw miss. Penny, feet never touched the court. Penny at 23. 30 for Shaq, who looks like he's losing weight.
In the second quarter, it's Anthony Hardaway. A bad pass, but Brian Shaw saves it, keeps it from going out of bounds, and still manages to get the hoop. Magic down by 1. In the second half, it's Hardaway again. Over the shoulder pass to Shaquille. He stuffs it, and is fouled by Chris Robinson. Magic by 10. Just moments later, Robinson turns over the ball. Horace Grant gets the pass to Nick Anderson for the slam, and it is Orlando by 12. And the Blazers were oh so gracious hosts one more time. Penny Hardaway with the steal to Shaw, back to Hardaway. Nice bounce pass to Horace Grant for the finish. Shaq with 30 points and 11 rebounds to lead the way for Orlando. Anthony Hardaway added 23 points and 10 assists, and the Magic wins its 18th game.
For Stu Richardson on the break, but Lamont Murray misses the dunk. Bill Fitch not happy, but at the other end, Shaquille O'Neal, he doesn't miss too many slam dunks. Here's a big one. Horace Grant, he doesn't usually miss much either. Fitch by now disgusted. Magic by 14 in the fourth, and a wild play here. Clippers finally getting the turnover. Loivott racing in, but he misses the layup. Magic run it up the other way. The alley-oop to guess who? Shaquille O'Neal for the in-your-face reverse. Later, Anthony Bowie misses the layup, but Shaq batting cleanup right there for the jam. Magic roll to the 102-91 victory. The Magic are now a league best 19-5. Shaq with another 32 points to lead the way tonight. It could have been more for the big man, but he was awful from the line, hitting just 4 of 15 free throws.
Against George. First quarter. Murasan throws it away. Nick Anderson gives it to Shaq. Do you think George intimidated him just a little bit? Ooh, let's read between the lines. George needs to be calmed down by Calvert Cheney. Big George had 16 points. That's Penny Hardaway, and that defies description. Actually, it didn't, but DC loves George. Watch George hustle for the rebound. But he makes one small mistake. In the fourth, Shaq in foul trouble with 5 fouls. Juwan Howard heats it up. 24 points, 14 rebounds. But Nick Anderson was flat out in fuego. Good. 6 of 8 from three-point range. Shaq wants a little more of George, and he got a little bit more of George. Shaq did foul out with 28. Shaq fouling Juwan Howard. In doing so, 114-113 Magic. They try to pull it away. Anthony Event. Oh, you don't test George Murison. Cheney hit a free throw. We went into overtime, or did we? Yes, we did, because Penny can't stick it. In overtime, Penny, arcade. He had 29, 5 in overtime. Then Nick Anderson. You couldn't stop him. You could only hope to contain him tonight. He finished with 35. The Magic win it. Score 128-121. The Magic 3-0 in overtime.
To Miami at Orlando. First quarter, Nick Anderson was feeling it early. Hits the three. Magic up by 2 at the break. Moving on. Third quarter, Penny has the shooter's touch on 3. Not pretty. Looks like a swish in the box score, though. Magic by 6. Third quarter, Matt Geiger coming on. Follows the Glenn Rice miss. Cuts the Magic lead to 1. Third quarter, Magic break it open. Shaq a follow jam of his own. Fourth quarter, Nick Anderson, can you say 3? He can. He finished with 18. Fourth quarter again. Only one way Shaq can get it to Penny. Watch this one way. That's right. Off the glass to count it. Fourth quarter, you just know Penny's going to return the favor. And he does. Inside the Shaq and the Magic, they go on for the 103-83 win. Took Orlando 3 quarters to heat up, shooting 35% until the fourth, then 57% in the final 12 minutes. Magic coach Brian Hill said offensively, like pulling teeth out there. Miami coach Kevin Lockery concurred. We didn't score. We couldn't score. It's that simple. You kind of get the gist.
Third quarter. Clippers making a game of it. Magic sloppy with the ball. The pass ahead to Donald Royal. Fumble. Pooh Richardson starts the other way. Dishes to Malik Sealy, who rattles home the jumper. Clips on a 16-3 run. They lead by 3. Still in the third, Shaq blocking Richardson. Starts the Magic break. Grant ahead to Penny Hardaway. Look at him outrun the Clipper defenders. Soaring for the jam. Magic trails 72-68. They went into overtime. Tied at 101. Hardaway turning the corner on the pick and roll, banking it in, plus drawing the foul.
Clips at Magic. Nick Anderson not going to make it for this one. A bruised left wrist. Magic running early. Brian Shaw. Horace Grant, the alley-oop. Now watch the play by Penny. Eyes in the back of his head. How do you know Shaq was going to be there for the easy 2? Shaq at 38 points, 10 boards, and 5 blocks. Clippers only trail by 3. Get it going in the second half. Pooh, the steal, leads the break. Finds Lamont Murray for 3. Then, more from Pooh. The Charles Outlaw and Aloy Vaught for the dish, and the stuff Vaught at 21 and 9. Then Pooh says, I don't need your help. I'll take this one myself. Made it 93-84 Clips in the fourth. But Penny would not be denied. Entry pass from Brian Shaw. That play made it 97-all. Overtime, tied at 101. All Penny in the Magic. The drive, the hang, and a left-handed shot off the glass. The Clippers fall in this one in the overtime. 36 points, 10 assists for Penny, but maybe a moral victory for Los Angeles. Get this. They are the first opponent this season to lead the Magic at the end of any quarter at Arena. It just wasn't the fourth quarter or at the end of overtime.
Carl, most of December, as they've roared to a 22-5 start, best in the NBA. And with Penny Hardaway's help, the Magic have taken a commanding lead in the Atlantic Division.
But first, we'll go back to Atlanta to Fred and Dick.
Back at Charlotte Coliseum, Orlando comes in with a 22-5 mark. The Charlotte Hornets 14-12, and they've won their last 6 in a row at home. Here are the starting lineups: Grant, Royal, O'Neal, Hardaway, and Anderson for the Magic. Second of 4 meetings between the two. Oh, good cut and nice pass.
Yeah, they got the double team on the box, and O'Neal spotted him making that cut from the top.
Grant to O'Neal. There's the double from Johnson. Hardaway underneath.
Yeah, when they go to that double, they've got to seal off that baseline in the weak.
Percy Hawkins. Horace Grant wins the battle.
Grant digs it out.
Hardaway. O'Neal. 2.
Great penetration, good instincts, being able to get the ball to O'Neal. getting him a basket is kind of important at this point.
4.5 to go, quarter number 1. Hardaway. Oh, what a move. Looked like he was trapped. Wall 25 indeed. At the other end, Hardaway.
Brian Shaw. O'Neal thought it was for him. Got his head.
Point edge, 2 minutes remaining in the quarter. Hardaway.
No show defensively. Made it too easy.
Anthony Bowie. Hardaway for 3. Right on the money.
Oh, what a disappointing defensive series.
Burrell. Stolen by Hardaway. 2 on 2. Oh, my goodness. Oh. A thing of beauty from Hardaway.
Watch carefully here. Hardaway strips him from behind. Takes the ball, pushes it hard. Gets a running mate. Got the 2-on-1. Takes it into the lane. Bounces it behind his back to Grant down the lane. Scores and gets the foul.
Off the mark. Another rebound for the Magic, and another 2 points as Hardaway puts it in. He's made 6 in a row now.
Alan Bristow is going to...
Hardaway has hit, Anthony Hardaway has hit his last 6.
So athletic. Easy, gets in the lane, just dishes it off. Very...
Underneath to Uben. The tip from Hardaway. Oh, so active. He is just taking control of this ball game.
Off the ball, second shots, pass.
Orlando up by 4, and Anthony Hardaway has really helped get them there.
Yeah, he could do it a lot of ways. There's a 3, clock running down, squares up a long 3-pointer. Then we're going to see him work around the lane. Shot goes up by Avent. Watch the tip, sneaks inside, no box out. Hurts you, so athletic, coming over the back, getting an easy tip.
Penny Hardaway has hit his last 7 shots, 15 points, and 5 assists, and a well-deserved rest.
I wonder why he's shaking his hands. It looks like he's disappointed in his play. That was well on its way down.
1:40 remaining in the half. Hardaway with a jumper. That's 8 in a row.
That's unstoppable the way they're playing it. They'll go to that high pick and roll.
We are halfway through it all here at the Charlotte Coliseum. Anthony Hardaway with 17 points and 5 assists. The Orlando Magic down by 3 at the end of 1. Come back. O'Neal. The help comes from Hersey Hawkins. He goes baseline and gets the basket.
He escaped the double team. Went to the baseline that time. I think that's what he's got to do. He's got to make quicker moves. We'll see it right here. Catches the ball, fakes up. Here comes double team. He spins. That's Joe Wolf's problem. You can't. You've got to seal him, and then if you want it,
he didn't. O'Neal, Joe Wolf. Well, welcome back to the ball game.
Yeah, really turns.
And welcome the Iceman cooking. Penny Hardaway sent his recipe for black-eyed peas.
All right.
These peas are pretty much like Anthony James, pretty much enjoyed by all because he can do this and he can do that. You know, everybody in the league can't do that. He even got a little sugar over here. You see these black-eyed peas, how well they are. Anthony, young fella. Penny Hardaway is gonna be a future all-star. Well, man, Iceman, you can cook it.
Royal. O'Neal with the rebound. The putback is good and a foul call.
They made a decision, Orlando has, to go to Hardaway on the box, see what they can get out of it. They get the double, they're going to swing it and get some wide open shots. If they swing it and go back to the weak side, O'Neal can get to the basket for second shots or get a wide open shot on the box. One of the problems that Orlando is having is that they don't have time to work on these things, and particularly when...
O'Neal.
Oh, he is so dominant inside when he gets that quarter.
Bowie, alley-oop. O'Neal gets it and puts it up.
Oh. We are all of a sudden seeing a very, very different player. We pick it up. We're going to go to Hardaway. He's got it on the box. Another one.
Hardaway posts up and gets 2. Vern, it's been a long, long time since you and I have seen anything like the physical dominance that this guy has around the basket. To Johnson. The pass intercepted by Hardaway. Right side, Bowie. Back to Hardaway. Oh, man. 3 points. That purchased so many ways. Orlando got back within one. Here's the pick and roll. Almost unstoppable. They can get that anytime they want when they go to that particular set and work away. Bowie looks underneath. They also love that play off a timeout. O'Neal comes again. Pick and roll, wing. Hardaway in the lane. There's the double team again underneath to Horace Grant to O'Neal. They're coming so early on that double. They're creating...
For Magic, Penny Hardaway with the reverse slam for two of his 33 on the night. And then it's Shaquille O'Neal, the nice move inside for the bucket. Shaq with 25.
Joe, you cannot beat the Magic at home, but it is possible you can bore them to death. The team has little trouble with the upper echelon teams in the league, but has on occasion fallen asleep against teams they ought to annihilate. The Magic needed double overtime to fend off everybody's punchline, the LA Clippers, on Friday, but the 13-game home win streak did remain intact, looking to avoid the sleepwalk against the Nets on Wednesday, but it started happening. Chris Childs for 3, and then Sleepy Floyd from way out. Nets up by 9, but the Magic battled back. Penny reverse. He had 33, and then Shaq Fu, Diesel, Desert, pick your name, baseline, rattles it in. We go to late in the fourth. Magic down 2, Penny. Chris Morris cannot guard that. Tie game, under 3 minutes to go, and Shaq, not known for the supple hands, but he has him in dishes to Nick Anderson. They're up by 4. This nice window dressing from Chris Morris, but doesn't lead to much. Magic squeeze it out, 113 to 110. Penny hits 11 of 16 from the field, leads the Magic with 33, not to mention 8 boards and 8 assists.
College player would be included, and Duke's Christian Laettner got the nod over LSU's Shaquille O'Neal. Laettner came home with the gold, but Shaq Daddy is now the one on top and getting ever so close to an NBA championship. For Laettner, he's losing with the Timberwolves, but hope is on the way. Assistant GM Kevin McHale is working hard, and Kev getting a little golf before the game with Orlando, and then Shaq. The McHale-like jump hook, but the Daddy still likes to dunk. From Penny. Carl, this guy really likes to dunk. Shaq Fu. Daddy. Diesel me. He had 8 slams, 1 shy of his record of 9 in 1 game. What about young Christian Laettner, running and scoring? Wolves only trailed by 2 at the half. I want to see C.C. Ryder. Easy Ryder. 32 points. The Magic pulled away in the second half. Who can pass? Nick Anderson. Orlando rolls, and the Magic remain the only team in the NBA unbeaten at home. They're 15-0 at the old arena. The Wolves were held below 100 for a club record 13th straight time, and the Daddy outscored Christian 34-16.
5 of their 8 players injured. They could have used Bill Laimbeer. Shaq makes a save. Brian Shaw blows the shot, but Shaq brings down the house.
Began in the fourth. Look at Shaquille O'Neal starting to break to Penny. Little alley-oop jam, little roll reversal there, and